Welcome to our Anthropology channel and our first short biopic. Please be advised AI voice is used in the creation of this video until quality can be ensured in our Anthropology studio. Our first episode comes from our series titled, This Goes to Brilliant. A playlist has been created for this series and we hope you enjoy and consider supporting our channel by liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. In 2023, there were a reported 14,000 UIDs in the United States, and by the end of 2024, 2023's figure will rise by 4,400, totaling 18,400 unidentified bodies across the nation. There are several reasons the identity of a body will remain unknown. The person was unrecorded, in an advanced state of decomposition, or suffered severe facial injuries. NAMUS, a national clearinghouse and resource center for missing, unidentified, and unclaimed person cases throughout the United States, provided these figures. With more advanced technology in different states of development and before NAMUS conception in 2007, through funding by the National Institute of Justice, the methods available were limited. Fingerprint recognition, dental records, clothing, and jewelry, to name some, were as good as law enforcement had it. Craniofacial photographic superimposition is the art of superimposing a skull's image over a photograph, originated in 1867 and comes with limitations. A missing persons report without a photo or one that wasn't clear enough. There was also the issue surrounding when or if someone was missing. Delays in filing reports at times hindered identifying the missing for several years. Going further, it wasn't uncommon for precious identifying details to make it no further than the investigative and coroner's report. Limitations existed from state to state, and common major databases and resources were not always available. Thus, you can imagine the gift individuals like Francis Augustus Bender, better known as Frank Bender, were to law enforcement, families, and the yet-to-be identified. As a unique forensic artist, Frank sculpted and molded in the name of justice. Working in the United States and Mexico during his impressive 28-year career with the FBI, his artistic skill led to hundreds of positive IDs, a combination including previous unidentified John and Jane Does and fugitives. His work was more than creating art. It was a much-needed difference in the criminal justice system for the families and the victims. As a founding member of the Vidic Society, which focuses on solving cold cases, Frank was never without inspiration and reminders of why he applied his craft the way he did. Vidic Society was formed in 1990 and solved its first case in 1991. Acquitting a man charged with the murder of Huey Cox in Little Rock, Arkansas. They would also be involved in solving the case formerly known as Boy in the Box, found in a box on the side of Susquehanna Road in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It took 65 years before the Boy in the Box identity became known as Joseph Augustus Zarelli. Perhaps Bender's most personally renowned work was the bust of murderer John List, who went on the run in 1971 after killing his wife, mother, and 3 children in Westfield, New Jersey. The level of detail in Bender's accurate reconstruction from old photos and available information led to List's capture just 11 days after being featured on America's Most Wanted in 1989. This acclaim is a testament to the power of forensic art and Bender's exceptional skills. Take whatever training and accreditations you'd think needed to assist the FBI, the United States, and another country in identifying numerous Johns or Janes and throw them out. The skill and cost of accurately molding and shaping clay into an identical representation to the features that used to cover the skull before you are priceless. And that's what truly sets Bender apart. His talent was mostly self-taught. Starting from humble beginnings, Bender overcame numerous challenges to hone his autodidactic drawing and sculpting skills by studying skeletal Johns and Janes at the coroner's office in his birth city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Working with clay before casting his pieces into plaster and painting them, Bender also created age-process drawings using pastels. It wouldn't take long for him to make a name for himself, a young man spending hours in the local coroner's office passionate about returning the names to skulls, and their lifelike representation got people talking. Frank's talent and dedication to his craft are genuinely intriguing. All those years working with various law enforcement heightened his ability to be more artistically in tune with the shared sentiment that this child does not go home if their identity remains unknown. His motivation knew no bounds. In 2002, he made a bronze sculpture monument called Unearthed, of 3 interacted skeletons exhumed at the African burial ground. He created a monument memorial for slain police officers in New Jersey and a Holocaust obelisk. Our highlights of Bender's work include Rosella Marie Atkinson. Atkinson was 18 years old in 1987 when she disappeared from her mother's Nicetown, North Philadelphia porch on the 12th of October. Months later, remains would be found, and Frank would put a face to them and set a fire that would rage for 17 years when an arrest was made. Another highlight is the case of Anna Duvall from Phoenix, who flew to the east of the United States to recoup money from a swindler and ended up dead. Her death would be linked to a mob hit, but it was Frank's work that again brought the much-needed spark to her case. In 2008, a year before Bender was diagnosed with a rare form of lung cancer, Ted Bota published The Girl with the Crooked Nose. Covering the female homicides in Ciudad Juarez beginning in 1993, and reported to still be active here in 2024, has claimed the lives of more than 500 girls and women. It's a read exploring Bender's challenges while working on the case. In 2010, a year before Bender's passing, Michael Capuzzo published The Murder Room, a biography of Bender and his work with the Vidic Society, and another great read. Sadly, on July 28, 2011, Frank passed away at the age of 70 in his home in Philadelphia from pleural mesothelioma, a rare cancer that attacks the lining of the lungs due to prolonged asbestos exposure. It was Bender's belief he was exposed during his time in the Navy working in the engine room. Our Anthropology thanks Mr. Bender for his tireless dedication without borders. His contributions truly go to brilliant. And thank you, the viewer, for watching. Please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. We're on IG as well. We'll see you on Friday with another name from our anthropology records.